Welcome to a day in my life as a full-time artist, where creativity knows no bounds. As the morning sun graces my studio, I begin by crafting the binder, the foundation of my paint-making process. It's the first step in a journey filled with color and possibility. Gum arabic is the binder in which the pigments are dispersed to make the watercolor paints. Using gum arabic, a natural resin harvested from acacia trees, I mix it with water and other natural preservatives to create a solution that will bind pigments together, ensuring their longevity on canvas. This binder, essential for our paints, needs time to fully hydrate and dissolve in the solution. In fact, the footage you are watching was recorded the day before, as the solution requires 24 to 48 hours of undisturbed rest to reach its full potential. Today's agenda involves sorting pans, open a package of my product supplies, and then a meeting with a brand executive to talk about working together, and later to end the day working on a commission piece. And finally, the moment I've been eagerly awaiting. After what feels like an eternity, the package I have been waiting for has arrived. Inside, nested among layers of protective packaging, lie the precious tin boxes that are the lifeblood of my small business. Each box represents a small victory, a step forward in my journey as an artist and an entrepreneur. But let's not overlook the challenges that comes with owning and running a small business solo. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are days when the weight of responsibility feels overwhelming, when I am the CEO, the product maker, the accountant, the marketer, and the artist all rolled into one. Balancing the demands of creativity with the practicalities of running a business can be a daunting task. From managing finances and inventory to marketing and customer relations, the list of responsibilities seems never ending. Yet, amidst the challenges, there's a sense of resilience that drives me forward. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn and grow, to push the boundaries of what I thought possible. And with each triumph, no matter how small, comes a renewed sense of purpose and determination. So while the journey of owning and running a small business may be filled with ups and downs, it's also a journey of self-discovery, perseverance, and endless possibility. Back in the studio, amidst the familiar scent of pigments and the gentle hum of creativity, I'm ready to embark on the final leg of today's journey. The binder has settled and it's time to bring my visions to life. As I gaze upon the vibrant hues of my palette, I am reminded of the rich tradition of paint making. In the 16th and 17th centuries, artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Rembrandt mastered the delicate art of paint making, concocting their own pigments from natural materials sourced from the world around them. From grinding minerals to extracting dyes from plants and insects, these pioneers of the art world understood the alchemy of color like no other. I begin by laying down a base of pastel green, a color reminiscent of the lush landscapes that inspired the great painters of the Renaissance. I blend pigments with precision, infusing the paint with a vitality that can only come from handcrafted care. Now it's time for my favorite part of the process, mulling the paint, a technique that has been refined and perfected over centuries by artists seeking to capture the essence of color on canvas. Mulling paint is not just a mechanical process, it's a delicate dance between art and science, where pigments are transformed from raw materials into vibrant hues that breathe life into artworks. As I reach for my muller, a small, flat tool with a rounded bottom, I am reminded of the generations of artists who have wielded this humble instrument before me. The first step in mulling paint is to carefully scoop up a portion of the mixed pigment into the marble slab. With practiced precision, I begin to grind the pigment against a smooth surface using the weight of the muller to evenly distribute the color particles. As the pigment begins to spread and blend, I can feel the energy of the process coursing through my veins. As I finish mulling the paint and transfer it into pans to cure, I'm filled with a sense of satisfaction and wonder. In this simple act of creation, I have breathed life into pigments, transforming them from mere materials into vibrant hues that will grace the canvases of tomorrow. Next, I turn my attention to a soft red, channeling the warmth and passion of the Baroque period. As the pigment dances across the marble slab, I can't help but feel a connection to the artist who once stood in this very spot, lost in the throes of creative fervor. Well, mulling paint is more than just mechanical action. It's a sensory experience that engages all the senses. As the pigment begins to take shape, I am enveloped in a symphony of sight, sound, and textures. The rhythmic grind of the muller against the marble, the vibrant hues that swirl and mix before your eyes, and the smooth, velvety texture of the paint as it begins to take form. But perhaps the most magical aspect of mulling paint is the transformation that occurs with each stroke of the muller. What begins as a jumble of raw materials slowly evolves into a cohesive, harmonious blend of color, a testament of the power of patience, perseverance, and the indomitable spirit of the artist. From soft greens to fiery reds and sunlit yellows, each pigment tells a story of resilience and determination. With every stroke, I am reminded that the canvas is not just a surface. It's a canvas for inspiration and transformation. As the day draws to a close, I take a moment to bask in the glow of my creations. Together, let's inspire and motivate one masterpiece at a time. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.